My name's Charlie.
What do the letters SPCA stand for?
Society. Preventing cruelty to animals?
That's pretty much it. Very good. What are some of the things the SPCA does?
The SPCA helps animals, does surgery for animals.
And also you can adopt animals.
Good. Tell us about an animal you've spent time with.
We've spent time with Jeb.
He's a fat cat, real fat.
I
He also said he did tricks, but we told him to roll over, but he didn't, and he was just sitting inside this crate thing, just sitting there doing this.
I was hanging out with Karev, which is one of the cats, and he was hanging out with Owen.
He was ready to play.
What's Owen like?
He's orange with stripes.
Yeah, Karen is more of has more white than orange, but Owen has more orange than white. And they're both orange tabbies, I believe.
Tell us something you've learned in camp that you didn't know before.
That ticks could get really big.
Yeah, I thought they could only get like this big.
But they can get to be the size of grapes, which that's like this big. Humongous, filled with blood, just blood. And they couldn't walk. It's funny.
Why is it important to spay and neuter your pets?
So they don't reproduce, because if you don't spay and neuter your pets, then you'll just be getting more and more kittens.
And then you'll go broke because you have to keep paying.
Like there was this lady that had 9 cats, and she said that they kept multiplying, so they made an appointment for her to spay and neuter, but they couldn't take the cats.
And she had like no money, so they just gave her food and said to take it to another shelter that was nearby.
What is a good thing, one good thing about SPCA camp? Anything?
Pretty much everything.
Yeah, I'd agree.
What are some bad things about SPCA camp?
Nothing.
I can't think of anything.
Nothing?
I can't think of anything.
All right, can you guys tell me your names?
Ailey, Lisa.
What do the letters SPCA stand for?
Society prevents cruelty to animals.
That's it. What are some things that the SPCA does?
Takes in animals that like on the streets and don't have homes. And that people bring in they can't take care of anymore.
Tell me about an animal you've met since you've been here. Can you tell us about one?
Moses. Moose.
Moses and Moose? Can you tell me about Moses? What kind of animal is he?
He is a cat. Or is it no.
Oh, it's Moose.
Yeah, you said Moses and we haven't met Moses. We saw.
Oh yeah, we saw the name tag.
So tell us
We
about
both
Moose.
met Moose. He is an adult cat, but not a senior, and he's black.
Yeah, very sweet cat.
What is one thing you have learned here that you didn't know before?
That if you stare at a dog, it means, like I want to fight. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why is it important to spay and neuter pets?
So that they don't have lots of litters and the litters get uncontrollable because people can't take care of them.
What is something good about SPCA camp? What's a good thing about it?
You get to learn more about animals and like how you should react to them. Like what Lisa said about staring at a dog, like you shouldn't do that.
Anything you remember learning that you didn't know?
The thing about like blinking at cats and the nodding and the dying.
What are some bad things about SPCA camp?
We don't know.
I don't know, maybe snack is short.
Snack.
I'm Lauren. And I'm Abby.
What do the letters SPCA stand for?
Society of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
I don't really know that.
Say it again.
Society of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
Thank you. What are some of the things the SPCA does?
They take in rescue animals and they help them get better, and they check the animals for diseases and they get them better before they're up for adoption.
What is an animal you've met that you'd like to spend more time with?
I met one of the kittens and I loved it, so I'm gonna want to spend more time with.
Tell me about that kitten.
His name was Taboo, Valco, and he was gray, and he was just really sweet, and he loved to lay on us.
Like to sleep. I want to visit more with Autumn, which is actually the cat that we're doing the project with, and it's really pretty. It's like mostly white, and then on its head it has some brown and black, and it's really cute and it's friendly. So.
Can you tell me anything you learned this week that you didn't know before?
I didn't really know that they had so many kittens now. Like I thought they didn't have like so many kittens.
Let's see. Well, some of the dogs are kept in like separate, like, well, I know one, I forget its name, but it's in its own special room. Like, I didn't know that they had those things because the last time we were here I didn't see it, so.
Why is it important to spay and neuter your pets?
So if like they have babies, or then they don't have babies and like keep on having them.
And then if you only want like 2 cats and you don't want a million, then you don't really want to have babies, because then you can't afford to take care of them maybe, or didn't really know how.
Good. What's one good thing about SPCA camp?
It's like super fun, and it's a learning experience since I want to work here one day.
Yeah, and you get to spend a lot of time with the animals also. And if you want to be a vet, you can learn more about what you should do around animals and what their behavior is like. And
what is a bad thing about SPCA camp?
nothing.
Yeah, nothing except whenever I come here, I get a little sad of how many animals there are. But
Yeah,
that's the only problem.
that's it. Other
It's
than
awesome.
That, it's awesome.
I'm Ava.
I'm Isabel.
Can you tell us what the letters in SPCA stand for? You can help each other.
Like the S is for Society
Of the prevention
for prevention of
cruelty to animals.
Good job. What does the SPCA do?
It rescues pets and takes them in until somebody will adopt them.
And tries to make them be adopted as quick as they can before. It basically prevents the cruelty to animals, what it stands for.
What animal have each of you met that you'd like to spend more time with, and can you tell me about that animal?
A cat named McDreamy
What's McDreamy like?
loves to chase flies, and he likes to sleep in your arms.
Probably why he's named McDreamy, because he dreams.
How about you, Ava?
I don't know. There are a lot of good cats and dogs.
What have you learned what's one thing you've learned so far in SPCA camp that maybe you didn't know before?
what SPCA stands for?
Awesome.
I didn't know that kittens there are so many germs on the floor, and the kittens couldn't touch the floor until they're a certain age or something.
Why is it important to spay and neuter your pets?
So they can't keep having babies
And
because
then there are more and
Yeah.
more and more,
and
and then
then
there
you,
are too many.
yeah, and then you couldn't have homes for all of those pets.
Can you tell us one good thing about SPCA camp?
You get to hang out with the animals.
It's fun in general.
Can you tell me a bad thing about SPCA camp?
You don't get to hang out with the animals a lot, all day.
Can't draw on the table all day. On the paper.
I'm Simon.
And I'm Matthew.
Matthew and Simon, what do the letters in SPCA stand for? Anything?
Social.
Close?
The A is
The A is animals.
Right. What about the C?
care.
Close. Can you tell us some things the SPCA does? What do they do?
They take care of animals that have gotten hurt. They feed them. And they get people to adopt them so they can have a better home.
Nice. Can you each tell us about an animal you've met at the SPCA and tell us a little bit about that animal?
Well, there's this kid named Frank, and he is usually shy, but he really likes me, and I really like him, and I think he's really cute, and I want to adopt him.
There's a kitten named Volko that I'm gonna try to get. I'm gonna try to adopt him, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hard because a lot of people like him.
Does your family want to get a cat? A kitten?
Yeah, we're thinking about getting. We have one named Bruce, and he's really playful and calm, and I thought Volko would do good with Bruce. So.
What's one thing you've learned in camp so far that you didn't know before?
When cats blink at you really slowly, it means they love you, and then you can do it back if they do it to you.
And if you do this, it means what's up, Bo?
Why is it important to spay and neuter pets?
Because then they will keep laying babies, and
then you got a whole army of cats.
What is one good thing about SPCA camp?
having fun.
Well, you get to learn a lot about the animals and what they do.
Do you have something to add, Matthew? What is one bad thing about SPCA camp?
You have to,
You have to smell that, or you have to smell like poop, and there's a whole bunch of loud dogs.
and you have to pay money.
Can you tell me your names?
Madeline, Ella.
What do the letters SPCA stand for?
I don't know what P stands for, but the S is society, and the C and A are with their stopping cruelty to animals.
What does the SPCA do?
It takes in rescued animals that were stray or abused in their homes, and takes care of them until somebody adopts them.
Ella, I'd like to ask you this question. Can you tell me about an animal that you've met that you liked?
Well, I met one of the older dogs that has been here for a while, and his name is Jerry. He's really nice, and he doesn't bark much. He's really sweet. He'll sort of lean against you, but he does like treats a lot. And yeah, sometimes it's a little hard to pull him, but he's really sweet, and he'll let you take pictures of him and everything.
Awesome. Madeline, what animal have you enjoyed meeting?
Well, there are two that I really liked. I liked Jeb because he's really sweet, and he comes up to you and likes you the first moment you meet him. And also Pixel, who is really playful but doesn't scratch you. And he is very nice, and I think you should adopt both of them.
What kind of animals are they?
Well, they're both cats, and they're older, and they have FIV, so I really hope you adopt them.
Can you tell me anything that you've learned that you didn't know before coming to SPCA camp? Anything you learned?
When the naturalist came, I learned that some raccoons eat insects.
I enjoyed learning about how to say I love you with the cats.
How do you do that?
I love you is you sort of go, I love you. Sometimes you'll see cats doing that. And then also I learned how to say, how do you do? And that's like, I'm sort of shaking your head up.
Awesome. Why is it important to spay and neuter pets?
It's because we don't want tons of cats and dogs in the world because they might overcome human population, and so that stops them from having babies.
And also the SPCA might have, they're trying really hard, but they might not have enough room, so it's getting hard for them to pay for their food and everything.
Ella, can you tell us one good thing about SPCA camp? Anything?
I really liked all the people that came to visit us. And they brought in the little dog. That was funny. And all the animals and the dogs and everything have been really nice to me. There's none that would have scratched me or anything. A lot that are playful. I've really liked learning about that.
Madeline, what's one bad thing about SPCA camp? Anything?
We don't always get to be with the cats.
Tell me your names.
Luke.
Tosh.
What do the letters SPCA stand for?
Society preventing cruelty and animals.
Good job.
I don't really know.
What are some of the things the SPCA does? Go ahead, Tosh.
They feed the animals.
Yeah, and take care of dogs and cats that are stray and they're just found.
What animal have either of you met that you'd like to spend more time with?
Dogs.
I like cats.
I like dogs much more.
Can you tell me one thing you've learned in SPCA camp that you didn't know?
Well, I learned something from one of my...
Microchips are...
Well, I have something not about the SPCA, but my grandma told me that at an CASPCA, they don't
put animals asleep.
It's awesome. Why is it important to spay and neuter pets?
I don't know.
Me either.
What is one good thing about SPCA camp? Anything?
Helps you learn about pets.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
What's a bad thing about SPCA camp?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, actually, we spend a lot of time here instead of like going out and playing.
I'm Celia.
And I'm Hannah.
What do the letters SPCA stand for?
Oh, I just
Society.
society
S prevention
of animal cruelty.
That's SPAC.
cruelty.
Society for
to-
Prevention of Cruel Animals.
Cruelty to animals.
I think you got it. What are some of the different things that SPCA does?
They take in animals, like if they're strays.
They they like when they have like an animal, they want to like see what kind of they will try to get it adopted and see what kind of house it's best for.
What animal have you met that you'd like to spend more time with?
Wiggles.
Like Bonnie, it's a dog.
So tell us about Wiggles and Bonnie.
They're the same.
They're the same dog. We just call her Wiggles because when she wags her tail, she wags her whole body.
What kind of dog is Wiggles?
I don't know. I didn't read that part.
What are you learning about at SPCA camp?
Hard one.
Like how to take care of animals if like you find them hurt in the wild.
Not really. Well, there are a
What's
lot
one
of
thing-
people coming and talking about animals, so I'm learning a whole lot about animals. And certainly a lot about ticks, which I really didn't need to, some of the information I really didn't need to know.
They're gross.
Why is it important to spay and neuter your pets?
So that like if you don't want like kittens or puppies or whatever, then they don't have them, and then there's not more animals that need to be adopted because there's already a lot.
I have a question. What number of question are we on?
You have two more.
Okay.
What is one good thing about SPCA camp?
You get to hang out with a lot of adorable animals.
You get to know all the animals and you get to look at all of them. Something that you cannot do. Oh, and you could have this cool interview.
What is one bad thing about SPCA camp?
They teach you too much about ticks.
You don't get.
You don't get to spend the whole day with the animals.
Yeah.
And that's really sad because you know they're upstairs and you want to see them. It's very sad.
They're adorable.
I'm Josie.
I'm Peyton.
I'm Chloe.
Hello, Charlie, Josie, and Peyton. Do you guys, can you tell us, what do the letters in SPCA stand for? Do you know any?
Society, prevention, animal cruelty, or cruelty to animals.
Good, perfect. What does the SPCA do?
They take animals from bad places.
They care for animals that need homes and try to find them homes.
Anything else?
No.
What animal have you met that you'd like to spend more time with? Tell us about him or her. Charlie, you go first.
Jackson, he's a dog and he got spayed. He got, and he is a boy and he got neutered yesterday.
There's this kitten named Owen who's really feisty, but he's orange and really cute and nice.
There's this kitten named Valko. I think she's a little bit shy, and she's really nice and gentle and fun to hold.
Tell us something you've learned so far in camp this week. Each of you, maybe one thing? Or anybody who can think of one can go?
Like, that means I love you to cats, and like that means hey, what you doing, and then that means hey, I love you.
Same thing.
Well, how you do the assessments on like how if they're aggressive or like what family they would be good to live in.
And same thing as Peyton.
Why is it important to spay and neuter your pets?
So if you don't want them to multiply, then
Yeah, like if you can't care for like a bunch of little babies, then you need to neuter them so they don't keep having litters or pups or stuff like that.
All right, Josie, what is one good thing about SPCA camp? Just one good thing that
Well, I like how they're guest speakers every day, and today there were a lot. So that's awesome.
And Charlie and Peyton, tell me one bad thing about SPCA camp.
you can't really name one.
And it has to stop at like 3 o'clock, and I don't want it to. I want to stay all day with the kittens and the puppies.
Yeah, same thing.